Hello, sexy, and you guys as well. Just kidding. All right. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I am Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda, and I am an intuitive energy reader here on YouTube. I use messages from Spirit and the Tarot to communicate message to you. Now, this is a requested reading from one of my subscribers. Wasn't quite sure how I felt about doing this reading all that much at this point, but I don't know. We'll see what we see. And I haven't used these cards in a hot minute, so that'll be interesting. This is like the first deck that I ever got. So if you see how long I've been reading tarot for, these cards are probably older than some of my subscribers. And pile two, love these cards. I always get this certain vibe from these cards that the hidden truths just bubble up to the surface with these cards in particular. And then pile three, these cards are absolutely phenomenal with the art. There is a certain darkness, but I also find the messaging in here pretty accurate. So very excited and super giddy to do this reading. So hopefully you're just as excited, and you're probably already fast forward. So if you did, you missed this message, which is we'll get into a song card and also some channel messages from your person or what they want to tell you. And yeah, so this should be quite interesting. All right, so for this reading, I guess I should tell you what this reading's about. Oh, Lord. This is about twin flame journey, okay? So my subscriber was quite vague in just saying, do a reading around the twin flame journey. So for those of you guys who aren't quite sure what twin flame is or the journey or blah, 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 this is, definitely open to your belief, whether you believe it or not, but specifically this will be for only twin flame journey, okay? But whatever that means to you, that's totally fine. If the messages resonate, take that, but that is what I'm gearing this towards. Okay, so not a soulmate, and yeah, not a karmic partner. This is like specifically twin flame. Okay, so I'll be doing the Celtic Cross, taking a deep dive around your twin flame, your person. Now, if you haven't met your twin flame, this could certainly be coming from their higher self. So we definitely will be seeing some messages from your twin flame, okay? So whether it's this lifetime, next lifetime, 10 lifetimes from now, I don't know. Maybe something will come around time. In fact, let me pull up my time cards. And yeah, we'll add that as well. So sorry to ramble, but just felt like, yeah, I had to explain this one. And if you're not quite sure what the twin flame is, difference between the karmic and the soulmate, you can certainly Google all that, because I'm not going to get into it all that much. But I just want to say that just because someone is your soulmate, just because someone is your twin flame doesn't mean that you're meant to romantically live a lifetime with this person. Okay, that's mostly your soulmate. Okay, so that's the biggest difference. Your twin flame probably drives you absolutely nuts, and but does come with spiritual growth, a lot of healing, and a lot of WTFs. Okay, so take a look at these three piles, and yeah, feel free to pause. I want you to just hone your energy, try to stay centered, and just let everything go. You don't even have to think of your person. All you got to do is just, when you feel relaxed enough, pick your pile. And there might be messages in multiple, but I don't think so. The only thing that I feel you'll probably get is one might be reflective of you, and another pile might be reflective of your twin flame. Okay, I feel that most likely. So if this sounds a lot like your energy, your twin flame person's probably in another pile, okay? Or it might be your twin flame in the past energy, because again, this is a shifting energy. So one of them is going to ring closer to your truth. You'll know. All right. With that said, this should be interesting. Take your breath. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. If you picked this deck right here, then this is your reading. And if you skipped the intro, not ready, Spirit, we did see the 10 of Pentacles, but I'm not including it all that much. So if you skipped the intro, go back, listen to everything I said there, because I'm not repeating it, but there's a lot of information there that I think you should know for sure for this reading, okay? So if you clicked on just this number 1 because you didn't want to hear me yap, I think you need to do the whole process again and then come back here, because clearly this was your first pick, which is great because now at least you picked the right pile and you're not second guessing. But just listen to that full message. Okay, this will be a Celtic Cross for your twin flame. Could be your energy here, but yeah, let's get into it. I hope you guys are doing very well. I hope you guys are having a nice start to the new year. I hope you're full of energy, putting up with no bullshit. All right. Spirit will ask for a clear and concise message as we channel the twin flame for pile number 1. Please and thank you. And pile number 1, I'm so blessed and grateful for you allowing me to tap into your energy, you and your person. Will deliver a clear and concise message. All right. So it covers them, crosses them, beneath them, behind them, what crowns them, immediately before, and I felt like these two wanted to come out, far future, and I'll explain these positions as we go through. Okay. Sees self, sees environment, hopes and fears. Here's the outcome card, and we will take a look at bottom of the deck energy as well. Okay, so the covering card is kind of what's going on in your twin flames energy field currently. This is a timeless reading, so we could be tapping into their higher self, but as far as where they're at right now, okay, what sort of energies around your person. Okay, so we got the Page of Cups. Now I'm going to put the crossing card over here. I like to see bottom of the deck energy so we get a tone. Okay, this King of Swords seriously has been following me around forever. Every single reading, this King of Swords is there. So King of Swords. I don't know who keeps saying that's King of Swords, but he just keep coming back. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, Earth. I always say Earth. Sun, Moon, or rising sign. Okay. Sorry. I don't know. I'm like just angry doing this reading. I need to do this reading justice because, yeah, my subscriber really wanted this reading. So, King of Swords as the tone, as the base flavor of this reading, I really feel divine masculine energy from this pile, okay? Now, this is somebody who is trying to be more in their logical mind regarding the situation, or at least for the whole time you've been involved with this person. Okay, now if you don't know your twin flame yet, this person is definitely in their thoughts. They're also very good at articulating themselves, or they're good at communicating to their own self without communicating it out loud, mentally, what their thoughts are, or their emotions. They're good at communicating inside their head what it is that they're feeling. So they have to like logically make sense of it. Okay, if they can't understand what they're feeling, then it pretty much doesn't exist. That's what I get from the King of Swords. Okay, so probably someone who doesn't show a lot of emotion, somebody who's quite stoic, somebody who's very intelligent, and I'm getting somebody who is, yeah, like not very bubbly. I'm getting somebody who is quite guarded. I'm getting somebody who isn't afraid to use truth or hurtful words in order to prove a point. Someone who's very factual. I'm also getting someone that you don't really know if usually how they're feeling until they say something that makes you wonder what it was that they were feeling when you said it. Okay, hopefully that made sense for someone, and I'm just going to take a peek. All right. Yeah, so we see the King of Cups here. So it's definitely somebody who is guarding their emotions, okay? Like they're sitting pretty protective of their emotions, but definitely someone who feels very deeply, okay? This isn't someone who can't feel emotions. I just feel like they're always up in their head. They're choosing their mind over heart matters, but definitely someone very deep, can feel very deeply, but might not always want to express their emotions. And if they are expressive, it doesn't feel like their emotions are following what they're saying all that much. Now, because we have this Page of Cups as kind of the energy that is around your person, your twin flame, I'm getting that they are considering extending a cup of love to you, okay? So starting an emotional beginning with you, okay? So I don't know if you guys have already met, if you guys are separate, if you guys are together. All I know is this is what's going on in your person, okay? And because they are quite logical, that for them to be contemplating this, it could very well be that's all it is. They're contemplating, you know, whether to extend this cup of love. But this is creative energy, this is youthfulness. Could also be that they're a little bit immature when it comes to their emotions and handling their emotions. Could be somebody who isn't very experienced in romantic relationships, okay? And I also just heard player, so it could still be somebody who's a player or thinks they're a player, but we'll see. I see a little fish here, so I think your twin flame might be, I'm thinking like highly spiritual, also fairly abundant when it comes to having what it is that they want, and they're probably used to getting what it is that they want, okay? So I'm getting a little bit, this person could be spoiled a little bit, and also I heard could be religious, so could be grew up in a religious home, Christianity, Catholic, that type of a vibe I'm picking up, okay? So that's what's around this energy of your twin flame person. Now, crossing card, this is like the obstacle, what's crossing them, all right? So we got the moon. Okay, so we'll read the whole thing after because it's good to read cards individually, but we'll see how it all ties in. But what I feel is that this person, though they want to start maybe with extending a cup of love or expressing their emotions or starting on the path of emotions, there's this fear. There's a lot of fear with the moon, but there's a lot, it's because of the unknown. So things kind of in the moonlight look different. So to them, it's like, I don't know my emotions all that much, or maybe because they're still quite young when it comes to emotions. So it's something they don't understand. So if they don't understand, they can't see it clearly, therefore there's fear, okay? But this person doesn't render me as someone who has fear, or at least if you ask them, I don't think this is a fearful person. In fact, I think this person's pretty reckless. I use reckless, but what I mean is someone who isn't scared, who kind of puts themselves in situations where it is what it is and they learn life lessons. But for some reason here, jumping into emotions is what they are really being held back, okay? They are fearful of what's behind these emotions, why they're feeling the way they're feeling. The moon could speak of deception as well. So some of them could be telling themselves something that's not quite true yet. But I feel like for this one, it's more of scared to face emotions or to put themselves out there, even though they're feeling like they want to extend this cup. They don't know how you're going to take it. So there's this fear. This is also feminine energy, and because it's crossed and this is twin flame reading, sorry, I'm getting really in detail with this reading if you haven't noticed, so this isn't for everybody, but enough disclaimers. Nobody cares, Linda. Okay, so with the female energy here, I'm feeling like your person is balancing out their feminine energy. I think they've been really in their masculine for quite some time, okay? So they're a little off kilter when it comes to their feminine side. And I feel like with this in the cross, that is something that they, if they're aware of it or not, kind of have to work on, or at least spirit is really pushing your person to be more in tune with their feminine, which is emotions, intuition, softness, just the more feminine, feminine side, because I feel like this person is actually very masculine, okay? That's what I'm getting from this so far. So let's see what grounds them and what grounds them. I mean, it could be read a little differently depending on how we do it. But what I'm taking this as is kind of like the root, or like what kind of bubbled up to this. It's kind of blended into the past, but this is more like what happened in the past, whereas the root is kind of where this is stemming from, or like their subconscious self. Okay. Ooh, death. Okay, so your person is going through a crazy, crazy transition right now. Okay, so everything that they've known of who maybe they were might be changing, or maybe their values of what they hung on to might be changing. And the fact that, I don't know if I flipped it, but fact remains, it's up right here. Because for some reason I was feeling like this is really, really, really major for a lot of them, okay? And I don't know why I was tempted to turn it this way, meaning they were resisting this change and hanging on, but yeah, I just got goosebumps. This is death. This is they're ready to let go of anything that doesn't serve them, because they recognize there's a need to let go and to transition, okay? They're wanting this transition because they're learning it's not helping them. And I feel like this person's really authentic and very genuine, but this is so twin flame-ish because of the fact, I'm going to peek again. Okay. Because of the fact that they are really like authentic in who they are, I feel like it was very difficult for them, or is difficult for them, to even acknowledge that there needs to be some sort of a death here, okay? I feel like this person would probably have a very big ego. So death, this is total change. So it could be that everything that they've held on to, including ego, might just be completely flipped upside down, okay? Which is usually what twin flames do. So you've probably turned this person's world completely upside down. All right, I forget how much I love these cards, and like I said, I haven't used them in a minute because I bought these when I was like a teenager, which is a long time ago if you see how long I've been reading cards. And then when I said teenager, I was just like picturing this person. They have such a youthful spirit, okay? Yeah, I feel like it doesn't really matter this person's age so much, but I really feel like when you're around this person, it's like rambunctious energy. This person's fairly rambunctious, or at least you guys are rambunctious together. I'm just picking this really youthfulness of this person, okay? All right, so now passing energies here. The Hermit. Ooh, in reverse. Okay, so this is, well, the moon is Cancer. The death is Scorpio. The Hermit is Virgo, and like we said, the King was Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So could be resonating in their chart, their birth chart somehow. But the fact that the Hermit, I mean, that's going internal, analyzing, and maybe to conclude that there needs to be a death. The fact that we have it in reverse, this is telling me that your person was driven to be at the stage where they need to make change. So they were at some point in hermit mode, and that was a while ago, because now we're in passing position of them coming out of this hermit mode. So they've made this major understanding by looking within of things that potentially needed to change. Major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. This is crazy, right? So I mean, this is twin flame. Definitely strong vibes coming out. So person has recently, and when I say recent, and I mean energies fluctuate, so not all of us in the collective are going to be in the exact same spot, but this person is coming out of that energy. So when you watch this, could be, you know, you entering this timeline, or, you know, could be something that has already happened. So just kind of let that resonate as how it is. All right, so now we're going to see the crowning energy here, and it's kind of what they're steering towards or aiming towards. It's like guiding, yeah, like their higher self is what's kind of steering them towards. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the Six of Cups is my reconciliation card. Okay, it is family, it is closeness with the ones you love, it's people you want to protect, it makes you feel comfort and safe. And the fact it was coming in reverse, I feel like your person is really at the stage where they most likely want to reconcile if you guys are apart. And if not, and you, yeah, depending on your state right now, I feel like your person understands that because of their fear and like maybe addressing their emotions or acknowledging their emotions, it's holding them back to either extend this cup. Again, we see that on their mind, right? They want to extend this cup of love. And the fact that it's reversed, there's this blockage of what it is they really want with their crowning card of extending this cup of love, knowing you're, you know, their person. This is also the, it could be the twin flame card here with the soulmates. When you get this, now if we see the Four of Wands, that's my twin flame card, but a lot of readers could read this as the soulmate card. So I feel like your person might not know what a twin flame is. Maybe, I don't know. This is masculine. I don't think they watch pick a card readings, but whatever, just take that, whatever resonates for you. But I do feel like your person knows that there is this knowing that you're supposed to be in their life. And I feel like they feel it is blocked right now, okay? Because maybe an inability for them to acknowledge, face emotions, or balance out their feminine with their masculine. Okay, so now let's take a look at future energies, and this is like near future, so what they're kind of stepping into. And when I say near, again, this could shift in a timeline, but it's right around the corner type energy. So we have the Nine of Wands, and we also have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is the wounded warrior card. Okay, somebody who just is persistent, who keeps fighting. And I just really feel like your person is fairly stubborn. Maybe when it comes to this connection, your person has been standing their ground in regards to their position, okay? And they're really beat up about it, but they're still standing their ground. But I feel like this person is still fairly defensive in moving forward here with the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight just shows the delays and the fact that it's reversed. This is like mega delay. I think they're recognizing that they're delayed in moving forward or pressing forward, or at least they're really blocked. There's like a block here for moving forward because they're still either contemplating or they're still regulating, like I say here, but there is this block. But at the same time, this card is I'm not giving up. I'm here ready to stand my ground, but there's no movement. Okay, so you might not hear from this person, or at least they might not be showing you anything. And that might be what the biggest challenge is here with this twin flame person, is that your person is just not doing anything at all, and you're just not understanding what's going on with this person, okay? And especially because they're not communicating their feelings. I don't know, I keep slamming this down. I keep slamming the poor King of Swords. I'm like, communicate! Yeah, they're not communicating, so there's this block, okay? They might not even know that they need to balance out their feminine energy, or like I said, they're not ones to admit there is even any fear. But I do feel like with this Death card that they've, you know, they're coming out of this hermit mode of this deep sitting, contemplating, and King of Swords really contemplating energy into this need to, you know, transition. Okay, so now let's take a look at far future. So it could be 3 months, passing that energy, or what's to transpire here. So we got the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is the balance card, okay? So I feel like your twin flame person wants to be able to balance things out in this connection with you, because that's what it's specifically about. So if they've been holding back, they're now able to give. Now, I don't know, we'll see, but I don't know from here to here what's kind of happened. All I see is their ability to give and take and be on a balanced, I guess on a balanced type mode with you in the future is something that they're definitely going to be doing, okay? And with Pentacles, I mean, Pentacles is not necessarily emotions, but it could be in putting in energy to bring forward something, okay? So it could be calls, could be time spent. It's just it's an output of energy and effort that might have been missing with this person, okay, if they weren't really putting any energy into this connection. All right. It could also mean gifts. I mean, this person could literally gift you something in the future if it's substantial, but I feel like this is more talking about energy is what I feel, okay? So this is see self. So this is kind of how they're seeing themselves from their own perspective here in this connection. Ooh, okay, so we got the Eight of Cups in reverse. So the Eight of Cups talks about, you know, being emotionally involved in an area that you might have enjoyed at one point, and then having to walk away in order to free yourself from emotional pains. When it's in reverse, it could mean hanging on to a situation which you don't want to move forward from. Okay, so this could speak to them seeing themselves as being in a situation that they don't quite want to let go of. I do see the Death card here, so maybe old ways of being they were ready to let go of, and it could very well be they're seeing you as someone they don't want to let go or walk away from, which is why it's in reverse. It's the inability to let go of emotionally, and maybe they don't even recognize, but they're still emotionally corded to you. There's like this thread to you. There's this energetic pull they don't want to move away from, cannot move away from. That's kind of how they're seeing the situation. Now, if this is about a situation that they are in, right, like, because this is collective, either their lifestyle, other third parties, which could mean anything at all, people, just the way that they are, you know, they might still be hanging on to that, or at least seeing themselves as someone who's still hanging on to that. So take kind of what resonates, but I want to say, we see the moon here, you see the moon here, like there's this still fear that is still around your person, okay? And we see the red here, and I'm just wondering, I think your person is still really passionately feeling for you, and I almost feel like your person is more ready to embrace or acknowledge passions than they are emotions, because their back is turned, or at least this is how they're seeing themselves. Still ready to acknowledge maybe passion, but not ready to acknowledge emotions because of the fear. That's totally what I see. And then sometimes this card could literally signify a woman with blonde hair that helps you, okay? Could be a message out there for somebody. And the moon also means a month. So we see it twice here. Maybe 2 months is significant. Maybe there's a separation for 2 months or a month happening here. I don't know. That might resonate. But there's an inability to emotionally walk away from a situation, okay? So if you've had to walk away from them, or if they've walked away from you, if that's your situation, they're still emotionally threaded to you energetically. That they're unwilling to cut the cord and just completely sever this, okay? Which we know in twin flame journeys, it's generally how it goes. An inability to just kind of totally move or break free without an active shadow work and making an active decision that you're better off moving forward with yourself, which is, you know, it's free will. So definitely anyone could be at that state, and maybe you've put yourself in that state where you're choosing happiness for yourself over this whatever the heck's going on over here, okay? So just keep that to your top of mind. Okay, so now we're looking at sees environment, okay? So this is kind of their environmental influences, if you will. And we got the 10 of Cups, and it is in reverse. So this person definitely, they know, they understand. I think it's even past an intuitive level. This person knows that they can have this full emotional fulfillment with you. I think they're really scared of emotions. I use scared because there is this heavy fear, and it's in reverse. It's like the potential of this 10 of Cups isn't realized in their environment because they're holding this up due to this fear, okay? Due to this inability to express emotions, due to this inability to step forward with a cup of love and to maybe reconcile or to acknowledge this, what they feel is like this soulmate type connection they feel to you, okay? So there's this potential in their environment for this 10 of Cups, which is the ultimate emotional fulfillment. It's family, white picket fence, home, kids, just joy, ultimate emotional bliss. Okay. So now we have hopes and fears. High Priestess. Ooh, this is so powerful. This High Priestess, as we know, represents the subconscious intuition, a knowing secrets on a level that, you know, maybe your person is aware of and isn't really acknowledging. Maybe they're getting dreams, they're getting downloads, which, by the way, I did a video, I think it might have been yesterday or the day before, about downloads your person's getting. There might be a pile in there for somebody here. But anyway, your person is definitely, I also feel, fairly psychic, or at least they've been triggered psychically by the connection with you. But I feel like your person has been fairly intuitive all their life. I feel like this person is highly intuitive. But I feel like there is this other layer to their, yeah, it's like they got kicked up a notch with their intuition, with their subconscious, with their just knowing, you know. And because this is in their fears and hopes, I feel as though your person is really trying to understand with this King of Swords, to use logic over the things they don't know. They don't know why they feel so strongly here. They don't know why they got to balance out their feminine energy. They don't know why they're being held back. They don't know a lot of things. No matter how long they were in this hermit mode, they still have, you know, they still logically can't make sense of why it is. But I feel like because there is this death, ooh, something just came to me. I don't know if your person's fully deathed yet. I feel like with this card being here, your person needs to shed, needs to be renewed in order for them to acknowledge what they're being called to do. And I don't know that your person has done that yet. Yeah. All right. Well, we were getting excited because I really felt like your person's been kind of driven by dropping this all, but I feel like this is what they subconsciously kind of are being guided to do, and that's the fear, because I mean, that's scary, right? You don't want to just flip your world upside down as to who you are and all your values and strip it all away, because that is pretty scary to face. So that's kind of where your person's at there. So let's take a look at this outcome card. Oh, the Emperor, and he was in reverse. Your person is absolutely stubborn. Like I said, this divine masculine. I couldn't have, you saw me shuffle. This is definitely divine masculine energy. This is also Aries. And with this in reverse, this is somebody who is really acting in their ego. They could be still acting like a child, a spoiled boy, you know, still tied to their mother's apron strings. I want it my way, how I want it. It's going to happen my way, blah, blah, blah. And they could be stuck in that energy because that's where they're at. So I don't want to make this reading really long. We still got other things to kind of, other things we're going to look at here. But I'm just going to maybe clarify here with this death. Spirit, can we get a clarifier for this death card? Sorry, what I was chuckling at was I saw the Nine of Cups, which is their wish fulfillment. But I feel like with that Nine of Cups comes this like selfishness, getting what they want. Maybe getting what they want over what it is that is going to make you happy. So a lot of you guys might have walked away. Yeah. So in order for them to get their 10 of Cups and their 10 of Pentacles, which is this ultimate fulfillment, this abundance, legacy, they'll have to really kill the ego and transition from this Emperor in reverse type attitude and really acknowledge what's going on here. So I feel like your person is definitely having some sort of an awakening. This is kind of, I'll clarify this because it sounds like there's this block and then all of a sudden there's this equal give and take, which seems a little interesting. But this can also mean like stability, full stability, right? So maybe your person isn't quite sure how to get to this full stability within this connection. Okay, Spirit, why do we have the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, jumping into the Six of Pentacles? What's going on here? What are we missing as far as the story goes here in the future? Okay, Nine of Cups, that's... Oh, okay, so I would say red flag. This is the first thing that came in my mind is like, yeah, they want an equal give and take so that they can get what it is that their wish come true, but it's a little bit at, you know, what it is that they want, not necessarily what it is that you want. So it could be coming from a greedy place, so they might all of a sudden want to communicate, share with you, but I don't know that this is so all that long term. Can we see one more card here, Spirit? I'm not liking that. Can you show? Okay, well, you can't get any more twin flame-ish reading than seeing the Emperor and the Empress. So your person thinks, well, one, you're their wish fulfillment. Two, you're the Empress. So your person really, really, yeah, this is crazy. Sorry, give me a minute. Your person sees you as their divine counterpart, okay? I think they know they're the problem. I say problem, but I think they feel like right now, or at least here, that despite them wanting you and giving you this equal give and take, I feel like your person doesn't feel like they're able to. They might feel immature. They might feel unable to give you what you deserve, knowing you're this full Empress. This is like beautiful energy. These are all the queens in one. This is a full abundance. This is more abundant than the 10 of Pentacles, guys, or even the 10 of Cups. This is like ultimate abundance here. And I think your person, and this keeps coming up in readings, but might want to have a child with you. At least they see you like the mother of their children, because this does mean mother and fertility and such joy. All right, so wow, this was a pretty intense twin flame reading. I'm going to get some time, actually, before I do timelines, I'm going to pick some hope and then some love cards. And what these hope is, could just be like some struggle words or some areas of challenge within this connection that you might have experienced or you may still be experiencing with this person. Yeah, so let's see, Spirit, what challenges? Could even be just something about you that's not really doing it for them. If it's part of your character or something about you. So let's see, or this connection, either or. What is it? I'm feeling this top card right here. Raising kids. Okay, so I don't know. Your person might be really, because this is like kind of what might be challenging. Maybe they fear having to raise kids would be challenging. Maybe you have kids and so it's challenging for this person because maybe, you know, blended family might be a challenge. Maybe they want to have kids and feel you might not want to, but there's something about raising kids that is kind of some sort of concern here. Might not necessarily be what's holding back your person, but it's definitely a concern that they're thinking. So let's take a look at the opposite, which is, you know, what are they really kind of liking about you and what's kind of blessed about this connection. And ambitious. So they like that you're ambitious. Maybe you're a go-getter here. Maybe you know how to make things happen in your life. Yeah, they just like that you're ambitious. That's a great quality to have. All right, so like I mentioned, we'll look at some channel messages from your person before we get some timelines, and then we'll get a song, and then we'll kick it off to pile number 2. And remember, if this doesn't sound like your energy and it sounds more like your twin flame energy, you probably should not be going to 2 or 3 because of the simple fact that you probably watched way too many pick-up cards and it's time to go to sleep. So you could do what you'd like, but I'm just being a little bit silly. Please don't pressure me. Okay, so your person definitely doesn't want you to pressure. Yes, I was feeling that because your person is a little bit of a stubborn person, you are so amazing to me. Your person absolutely thinks the world of you here with the Empress, even if they might have not have told you. I have a feeling that they probably have told you. You deserve better than me. Exactly what I was telling you about this person feeling like they might be too immature or not experienced or can't give to you what it is that you deserve. Okay, so now let's take a look at timelines, which might mean something. And I am feeling these, all of these. So this could be significant dates in this connection, could be birth dates, could be anniversaries, could be no communication dates, or when this person intends on communicating, that sort of thing. 19, so the 19th could be significant of any month. Like I said, it could be someone's birthday or not, but also 19 is the number 10, and 10 is a wrapping up of a cycle. No, I am adding right? Okay. So I'm in heavy channel mode right now, and when I channel, I can't count. But 10, end of a cycle. 10, you know, is an ending. The death is an ending. There's definitely an ending happening here of, yeah, how I feel like this person's way of being. But I do feel like your person's still, yeah, I don't know. There's something I still feel is kind of a little off here. I don't know. That's just how I feel. But maybe they're in the middle of transitioning. But I do feel like they're getting out of their hermit mode. So they've done enough thinking. I think now is time for them to act. I don't know. Let's see. Once you let go. All right. So maybe this person feels as though if they feel like you've moved on from them, then they feel like they need to act. And maybe that's what it took, or that's what it's taking in order for them to get into gear. And I can't spell, or am I not reading? I think this is you initiate. Oh my goodness. Wow. I must have been drinking heavily or something when I wrote this, but you initiate. This is definitely you initiate. So maybe your person wants you to initiate. What I'm really getting with this you initiate, your person, if you were to go back to your person or talk to your person, I think your person would definitely be open to, what am I doing here? Sorry guys. Your person would definitely be open to, you know, getting things going with you, but I have a feeling it'd be same old, because they'd rather you come to them, kind of an ego thing. And I would feel like if you guys are already moved on for yourself so that you can better yourself and be happy with yourself, that is the best decision you can do here with this person. And yeah, for a lot of them, it's just way too late. So interesting to see where they're at, but I just feel like for this person, it might just be too late. Which is unfortunate, especially because they know that they're the ones who are a little bit screwed up here, or at least their actions haven't been in their highest good. So we'll ask Spirit here for a card, and I do see one here. Now this is a music song for you and your person, so feel free to go take a look at these lyrics or listen to the song. And yeah, let's see what we have. Oh, so we have Jean Aiko, and the song is BS. So it seems, see, what's with these spelling errors? I didn't make these cards either. Okay, it seems like I give so much and don't get nothing back. I really thought it was love, but you're so effing whack. Always get caught up in love, but I am done with that. I can't get caught up in lust. So now I'm, yeah, flexing on my exes in a Model X, pretty little skinny, little bitty body Model X. Some of y'all ain't never had no real B, and it shows. Oh, all right. Well, it sounds to me like your person is a little bit of a, I don't know, has a little tude. But I feel like what I was really getting was a lot of you guys might have invested quite a bit of time with this individual, and all you got was just attitude, which shows with that page that we were seeing there. So your person needs to do some growing up with the Emperor in reverse. And yeah, and that song totally seems to me like that's exactly what it was showing. Someone needs to turn into a man. All right, so that's what I have here for pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Hello, my pretty pile number 2. If you pick pile number 2 in this deck right here, then this will be your reading. And like I explained to pile number 1, if you skip the intro, I encourage you to go back, listen to the full message, okay, and then come back to this pile, because chances are this is your pile because you picked intuitively. However, there are messages in there that I think everyone needs to fully understand before they proceed with this reading regarding twin flame, which I don't want to have to explain here again, but this is a twin flame reading. We'll be doing a Celtic Cross in the twin flame journey, taking a look at this person. If this sounds more like your energy, you're probably in a different pile, but you only have this twin flame, so no need to go be checking out all 3 piles. However, it could be on a different timeline, so only you know what's resonating here. And for purposes of this reading, I'm not reading that soulmates and twin flames or karmic partners are the same thing. This is strictly twin flame, okay? Or at least that's the intent here. But whatever you resonate with, that's definitely on you. And we'll ask Spirit to be clear and concise with this message. So pile number 2, thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy. So we will be doing the Celtic Cross. We'll be taking a look at some channel messages. We'll pull a song, some timelines, and that sort of thing, okay? So it covers your person, crosses them, beneath them, behind them, crowns them, oopsie, feisty, immediately before them, far future. Oh, these 2 wanted to come out. Alright, sorry, I gotta shuffle these over. Okay, and then sees self, sees environment, hopes and fears, outcome card, and bottom of the deck, which we'll take a look at after I flip the covering card. All right, so I will go through all these positions and then we'll kind of read it overall once we get a good look at the story going on here, okay? So currently your person, your twin flame person situation, what's going on energetically around them, we got the Hermit. Okay, so wow, that's some really deep energy I just felt. Your person is really in their headspace, like a lot. Like they've withdrawn from doing everything that they normally do. I'm going to put the crossing card here, sorry. Withdrawn from everything that they're used to doing in order to contemplate. And because this is specifically about the twin flame journey, they are contemplating, taking a look at, praying, looking within very deep as to what this connection means to them, okay? Hermit is also Virgo energy, or the number 9 could be significant for a lot of you guys. I'm also getting that this could possibly be somebody that you met in school. For some of you guys, like an old flame or someone that, yeah, that you met kind of in high school or elementary or childhood friends, kind of what I'm picking up here. And I also feel like your person's been really guarded the whole time that you've most likely known them. They've been very protective of themselves. All right, so let's see bottom of the deck energy. We have, I always read bottom of the deck upright. Ooh, we have the 7 of Swords. And we have the 2 of Cups. Okay. So 7 of Swords is, I mean, it is a deceptive, a deceptive card. But like, it really depends on how we're going to use it in this reading, because if someone has ulterior motives or selfish motives, that could be deemed as deception. And I feel like with this card, you know, this fox is hiding this one sword here and he has one eye open. It's like this fox isn't outright, I feel like it's, yeah, it's like isn't outright like a thief, or isn't outright doing something that is really painful but is hoping you wouldn't notice, is doing something kind of more in the low key, you know, by still being there with the sword, just hoping that you don't really see it. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting with this Seven of Swords. And we did see the Two of Cups. I'm feeling like that is, I'm just feeling a lot of pain from this Two of Cups. So maybe you guys have split up at some point. Maybe you guys dated a long time ago in high school and there's been this split up, or you guys had a long relationship, and then, yeah, that's kind of a message there for someone. But all right, so let's take a look at the crossing card. So the crossing card we have here is the Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, okay? And the crossing card is generally read in reverse because of the fact that it's crossing. It's the obstacle. It's the challenge your person's having. And I feel like your person's having a challenge in, I mean, obviously these are like polar opposite cards. The Hermit is going within. They're not really driven to act. Whereas the Wand, you know, this is like the Ace of Wands, and the Son of Wands is the Knight that goes in and acts and is full of vitality and is inspired and is driven and is quick and is excitable. With it in reverse, it's like withdrawn energy, not really feeling like they want to move in, and they're not really inspired to do so, and they're lacking some inspired action here, okay? All right, so now let's take a look at this grounding energy, and this can be just energies under the subconscious. This could be kind of their root of what kind of led to where it is that they are energetically. So we have the Mother of Swords, and this is the Queen of Swords. So, Queen of Swords energy is, you know, somebody who is definitely in their very good at articulating themselves, but somebody who is more in their mind and might have had to lay boundaries, okay? Like this is the cut through bullshit queen. Call it what it is. Call a spade. I ain't pussyfooting around. This is what it is type of energy. And because this is kind of here in the what grounds them type energy, I feel like there's a need for truth, and there's a need for, yeah, there's a need for a conversation about truth, for calling what this really is. And maybe your person's been avoiding having this conversation, maybe even avoiding what sort of boundaries need to take place in this connection, okay? And Swords energy is air energy, so that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We got quite a few swords here, and we also have a bit of fire coming out here with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? And we already talked about the Virgo. So, all right, so let's take a look at past energy. Ooh, the Magician in reverse. So that with this Seven of Swords, I feel there is this manipulative energy coming from your person. Or at least they did something very selfish here with the Magician in reverse. That's somebody who's like trying to massage a situation into getting what it is that they want. And because it's a passing energy, so maybe something's happened just like within the last while. I'm going to say within the last while. This is an energy reading, and energy you can't pinpoint, so it could be like within the last month or so, or you could be transitioning into this, and just, you know, depending when you click on this video. But this is collective reading. Just take what resonates. But I do feel like your person is acting out of a selfish way in an act that maybe has put them in this hermit mode. Maybe you've put up a boundary because of the fact that they were acting selfish and they were kind of doing something that was going to be self-serving. Yeah, and you got the Lovers card right underneath here. Wow, look at this. Two of Cups and the Lovers in a twin flame reading. All right, and you saw me shuffle, so okay. And then you've got two major arcanas here, so I do feel the intensity of this connection for sure. And I feel like your person, yeah, with the Magician here in reverse, has done something that maybe they were trying to win something or convince themselves of something, and maybe do something that wasn't very you guys weren't on the same page about something and they weren't openly communicating what that was to you. And I feel like with this crossing card, they want to move in. They want to show you, they want to give you love or whatever, but it's a crossing card, so they're not, and they're more in this hermit mode. And maybe you've put a boundary, so now they have to kind of, yeah, they want to move in, but there's this boundary. I feel like they feel they can't pierce you and get in there, so they're holding back on what it is that they want to drive in and do. So I don't feel like it's more of a not wanting to be inspired to drive in, but it's more of, I can't drive in. I can't show this person interest. You know, this is how they're feeling. They're like, I have to reflect here. I have to be in my hermit mode and really think about it because I acted in such a way that was very manipulative, or at least I tried to control a situation in such a way and got busted here. Maybe you gave them an ultimatum or put a boundary up. Okay. Crowning card is the Daughter of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. And again, yeah, so it was in reverse. Again, there's this need with the Son of Wands and the Daughter of Wands, which Page of Wands, a need to want to communicate, go in there, start again, you know, have a new start, drive in with passion, and they just can't. They're being held back. Okay. And this is the immediate future. We have the Six of Pentacles, and it is in reverse. And with the Six of Pentacles, this speaks of an equal give and take, a balanced connection, you know, an ability to give equally and invest in a situation and give without expectation. And I feel with it in reverse, I feel like your person is holding themselves back. Yeah, they're holding themselves back. I feel like, though, that's driven from them having to, because you've either put that out there so they feel like they have to, and they're telling themselves they're doing that because of you or because you told them to, or they feel really, really bad or guilty about a way they've behaved, that they feel like it's better off for you, that they hold themselves back. And with this imbalance here in the near future, it's like they want to be able to have this equal give and take that they're unable to do because of the fact that they're holding back. We'll draw some clarifiers after because this is a little bit interesting. So we got two cards here for the far future, and this was like immediate future. So immediate is like within the next month when I do these readings, or energies you're flowing into. So it could be 2 weeks to a month, whereas far future is more like 3 months to maybe even 6 months. Okay. So we have the Seven of Cups and we have the Judgment. Oh my God, you guys, look at this. Okay. An awakening. Okay. This is like the final boss in a video game. It's like all the way to the final boss. And then there's like, hey, you need to make a decision here because you're at the pearly gates of decision making time, right? Like this is karma being laid based on all these actions and your person needing to make a decision. Okay. The Seven of Cups speaks of many options, many ways to go, decisions. It's also could speak of heavy confusion and muddled thinking, not knowing which way to go. And it's like, it's judgment time. Like you can't be muddled thinking. You're going to have to, you've been in hermit mode. It's time to make a decision here, right? I also get deception with the Seven of Cups when I see it with other deceptive cards, and I am feeling with the Magician in reverse and with this Seven of Swords, there is this way about your person that hasn't always been honest. I feel like there's a need for them to be honest. Maybe this person tells little lies and they don't know why, because I don't feel like they want to hurt you, and I'm not saying that any lie is a good lie. I just feel like this person's a little bit of a liar in a way, that they're trying to manipulate a situation and this is why they lie, and that's kind of weird. Sorry, it's just odd. I don't know why they're lying, and I feel like here with this and the moon, there's still some lies. Final boss time. So your person's going to be asked in the next 3 to 6 months, pretty certain, so come back and comment here because I'd like to know what happens. They have to have this like awakening, this judgment, this realization, and the fact that it's not in reverse means there is no resistance. So it's almost like they cut through the fog and have this realization, this awakening of, I have to figure out what it is that I want to do. Okay. And I don't feel like they're resisting. So that's what I see here. So now let's see sees self. This is how they see themselves. Oh my goodness, the Four of Wands. You guys, this is my twin flame card. I even said in the other pile, this is total twin flame card for me. So the Four of Wands is this stability, this celebration, this structure, this marriage, this coming together. You know, it's building a home and really like it's unity. It's yeah, it's coming together, and I feel like your person really wants to build or come together and build this structure. And because this is how they see themselves, I feel like your person is wanting structure, is wanting to come together. Maybe you've already walked away from this person, but there is this want, this desire to have this solid structure and come together with you to build a family, a marriage. Okay. And this is these environments. So it could be their environmental influences, including this you and this connection. The Son of Swords. Yeah, this is the page. No, sorry, this is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is, you know, fast action, but it could be challenges, but it's really communication, you know, talking about what's truthful, what might be challenging, but having these tough discussions and opening up the truth. And I feel like, yeah, there was like something held back, something that wasn't communicated. There was a need for communication to communicate the truth. And because this is a sea environment, your person feels as though they need to be more communicative about what's happened around them in this connection specifically. And they're choosing to be in this hermit mode, which is the polar opposite of this Knight of Swords. All right, so let's see this hopes and fears. Got the Three of Pentacles, and it is in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles is working together to collaborate, to build with someone else or something else, or multiple people building something. I always take it as two people coming together to create a third beautiful thing. It's like synergies, right? Like one person's awesome, another person's awesome, but together it's like the power of three people, because what you guys build together is this amazing thing. So I feel like with it in reverse, your person feels as though they're unable to collaborate or work with you or like contribute to this connection. This is like in the hopes and fears. So I feel like they want to, and they're fearing this chance to bring together to you what you guys are able to build. I feel like because there's this a mountain here in this card, that maybe they feel there's an obstruction now, something stopping them from being able to build with you. Maybe you've told them, you know, maybe they need to be honest with themselves with what the obstruction was in order to free themselves to be able to build with you. I'm also getting a lot of chakra colors here. So I feel like your person really could use some Reiki, or at least cleansing of their chakras. I feel like your person's really nervous. Okay, so I don't know if they drink a lot of coffee, or I don't know, or they have nerves or prone to nerves, but I just feel like this person's fairly nervous, or they're really scared of losing you. Outcome card. And we got the Chariot, and the Chariot was in reverse. And the Chariot, it's a need for balance as well, because we did get, you know, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. With the Chariot in reverse, it's like going through a period that might be challenging, but being able to use willpower and strength to control themselves to get through a period. And it's like the dark shadow self and the higher self having this like battle to get through, but be on the up and up. But in reverse, it's like this recklessness. They weren't listening to or controlling themselves. They weren't listening to their higher self. They let their shadow kind of pull them through. It's really reckless. Could be like just careless. And I felt that, like careless, you know, lies. Like for what reason? Like there was no reasoning almost. Like they just lied about something, or they just kept lying. I say lying doesn't have to necessarily be lies. Could be little things they were doing that was like sabotaging. Yeah, it could definitely be self-sabotaging this connection for sure. Let's leave that there. Now I want to get just clarity here on this Six of Pentacles in reverse, because it kind of throws me off here in the immediate future. Spirit, what's with the Six of Pentacles in reverse? The Three of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay. Well, the Three of Cups could be someone's social network, friends, partying, celebrations. With it in reverse, it's like overdoing it. Your person might have, they could definitely suffer from a drinking problem or partying too much problem. They're a little careless here. They could be a little bit like, yeah, maybe they lied about partaking in some unhealthy habits. And I mean, I was getting clarity for this immediate future here, and I feel like your person might be in a rut with the Hermit. They might be overindulging in things that aren't good for their health. Also, this could be the reconciliation card. It is in reverse, so maybe they are holding back reconciliation. Could be, like I say, a third party, which could definitely, you'd know, another person maybe they lied about, but it could just be that they're involved with a third energy that's blocking this connection, like drinking, partying, lying, stealing, robbing, sexing, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so we got lots of to do here, so let me go through. We're gonna do, yeah, this, which is, sorry, it's a hope card, and these hope cards talk about weaknesses or challenges that this person has either with you or this connection, or something about you specifically that, you know, is their least favorites. It could be a character flaw, could be something in this connection that they're stressed out about, but it's more on leaning on the challenge, okay, with that they have. Dependent. Okay, so I'm really getting there's a dependency. Maybe there's a codependency on substances. Maybe they're dependent on some reckless type behavior. Maybe they're dependent on you. Now, I normally read this like that's their problem with you or with the connection. Maybe they feel like you're too dependent on them. Maybe they feel like they don't want anyone depending on them. Maybe they're really highly independent, but that wasn't my first inkling. I feel this person has some dependency problem that they're maybe in denial about, that they've lied to you about. It's really painful, but with this judgment and this awakening, I mean, this to me is, you know, when they have this in the window of time that we communicated, which was 3 to 6 months, then this Chariot speaks of getting through a period using willpower and using their light and dark energies to balance out, to get through and achieve something. So they could very well be in their final stretch of achieving what it is that they want, which is this solid family structure with you. Okay, so let's take a look at this love card, which is what they like about this connection or love most about you. Could be, yeah, characteristic about you or something in this connection that's positive for them. Fashion and clothing. Okay, well, this person sounds a little bit superficial, maybe. Sorry if I made this judgment. Did I spell fashion right? Sorry, I cannot read. All right, that looks right. Fashion, clothing. Maybe this person's really fashionable. Maybe they're in the fashion industry. Maybe they like how you dress. Maybe you like finer things in life, or they're like luxury. I feel like they're, yeah, maybe this person likes the luxurious feeling, but that's something that came up here. So maybe that rings true for somebody here. Now we will be looking at messages from their higher self, what they want to say to you. What does pile number 2's person want to tell pile number 2? What do they want to tell them? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. I can kiss you for hours. Ooh, your person's definitely still wanting that. I love sharing music with you. Oh, that's so cute. We're going to pull a music card too. So maybe that's something you guys used to do or still do. Maybe your person's into like music and fashion and clothing. Yeah, maybe they like to play an instrument. They're a musician of sorts. I need to focus on myself right now. Yeah, I feel like your person in hermit mode is definitely focusing, they're internalizing and taking a look at maybe what they've done, their actions. Okay, let's pull a music song, and actually before I do that, I'm gonna pull timing. All right. Let's pull some timing. Now, these timelines could be birthdays, anniversaries, significant dates that you guys may talk again, or yeah, just use these dates as to whatever's going to ring true for you here. But these are significant dates that will come up or have come up. Maybe it's when you guys parted, if you guys have parted. We're in a period of no contact. 27th, so the 27th of a month could be significant. Maybe someone's birthday falls on the 27th or your anniversary. It's also the number 9, which is also Virgo. When I was talking about September maybe being significant, so I think September for sure is significant. That is 9, right? Yes. Okay. February. So February 27th could certainly be a date, right? Is that leap year? No, that's not. Okay. February 27th could definitely be a date. That's coming right around the corner. I remember we said like within the next little, well, that'd be a month. We were talking about this whole thing that you were going to experience or they were going to experience. So I don't know when you're going to watch this, but February 27th is probably about 2 months from now, so they might be transitioning into getting closer to this judgment. So something significant about February. Ooh, February is also the 2nd month, and July could be significant for some of you guys. Full moon. So in the next full moon, you might hear from your person. All right. Yeah, the next full moon might be significant for this individual as far as their progression in this journey. So let's take a look at a music card between you and your person. And since you and your person like sharing music, I'm going to pull 2 because that's what I like to do. Let's pull 2 cards, Spirit, for pile number 2 regarding them and their person. Okay, so that's 1. And 1 more card, Spirit. This one there. Okay. Let's see what we have. Rihanna, sex with me. Sex with me, so amazing. All this, all work. No vacation. Stay up off my Instagram with your temptation. Hit a switch on a fake beep. Like a station. Sex with me, so amazing. Sex with me, so amazing. Oh my goodness. Maybe this person's addiction is sex at time. All right. So take a look at those lyrics. See if it resonates. We'll read the next one. It says fabulous. Fabulous. I don't know if that's also a typo or if I still can't read. But anyway, it says fabulous, I'm pretty sure. Into you. Unless I just don't know who this artist is. Oh, I'm so old. Okay. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you now. I want to be more than a friend of you now. When they ask, I mention my baby girl in the interviews now, and I don't bring the problems from the 90s into thou. There's no reason to have a friend or 2 now, because the kid's ready to tell you how he feel in a few vows. Maybe I'm speaking general now, but girl, I'm going to do whatever just to keep a grin on you now. Sounds like something juicy going on there. 90s stuck out to me. I don't know if you guys are born in the 90s. I have cards older than you guys. If you're born in the 90s, maybe that's significant for somebody here, the 90s, but yeah, take a look at the lyrics of these songs, see if it kind of rings true with your connection. And I wish you guys the very, very best. Like I said, chances are that there's only 1 pile here for you, unless this sounded like your energy, and maybe your person's is in another pile somewhere, but I think you've had enough pick a cards. I've certainly almost had enough of these, but I got 1 more to do, so I'm going to carry on like a soldier. And I love you guys. Thank you for visiting. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Leave a like, leave a comment. See you soon. Bye, guys. Hello, my sexy pile number 3. If you pick this deck right here, then this will be your reading. All right, so been going for quite some time now, and I'm losing light. Hopefully you can see. But like I explained to pile 1 and pile 2, if you skip the intro, I would really, 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 really encourage you to go back, take a listen to my full intro and then come back here to this pile. This is most likely your pile because you chose it with intuition, but there are just messages there that I want you guys to fully listen to before you play out this full reading so that it makes sense, okay? And this is, my intention is for this to be a twin flame reading only. Now, if you want to take this into context when you're thinking of a soulmate or whatever, you can, but there's a significant difference between a soulmate, a karmic partner, and a twin flame, and this is certainly for twin flame journey. That's how I'm intending this to come out, but take whatever messages resonate, and you could very well be picking up your energy in this pile. So if it sounds more like you, then your person might be somewhere else, okay? So spirits, please. Ooh, I'm getting some downloads from pile number 2. Interesting. Okay, let's keep going. Pile number 3, Spirit will ask for a clear and concise message here for pile number 3 and their soul twin flame journey. Oh, I just got a message here for somebody too. Oh my gosh, all these downloads coming at once. This person, it's not for all of you guys, but there's some of you guys out here that think the person on your mind is your twin flame, and Spirit is telling me that's your soulmate. It's not your twin flame, okay? I know you probably won't know who you are, but you're pretty adamant it's your twin flame, but Spirit is saying that's your soulmate, and how you could probably know a little bit of the difference is your twin flame most likely frustrates you, whereas a soulmate, I feel like, is probably most likely someone that you could end up with peacefully and happily. In fact, usually do with soulmates, whereas twin flames might just come in your life to help you work on your shadow self, okay? So anyway, I felt I had to explain that. We'll get into the Celtic Cross here for pile number 3, who's been so patient with me. Thank you so much. What covers them? Your twin flame person. What crosses them? Beneath them? Behind them? What crowns them? Ooh. Immediately before them, we got 2 cards. Far future, see self, and that's how they see themselves. Okay, sees environment, hopes and fears, and we'll pull an outcome card, and we'll take a look at bottom of the deck energy as well, but we'll flip the cover card. So if someone's hanging around here from pile number 2, ooh, I had a message. That's okay. I'll let that one go. All right. What covers your person? Energetically, okay? The Queen of Pentacles. Upright or reverse? It is upright. Okay. Ooh, it is upright and reverse, I'm hearing. So take this kind of as it's resonating because this is a collective reading. Let me put the crossing card. These cards are so new and glossy, so we're going to see a lot of moving around, but these are so beautiful. Like, look at this card. This is like one of my most favorite cards. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is a mother energy, but is Earth. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Very solid, okay? Now, because this was in reverse, it could be that this person is either having a difficult time building their stability or their commitment, or this is someone who's very stable and has already kind of built their stability. Divine feminine energy too. So could be, somebody who, and I can't help but notice, like, woman looks almost a little bit androgynous. Like, could be masculine features, but feminine, or maybe they like to be feminine, but dress masculine, or vice versa. Message for somebody there, but yeah, so that's what the current energy is, okay, around your person. And now crossing, which is the challenge here. Actually, sorry, before we do the crossing, I want to take a look at the bottom of the deck energy. The Hierophant. Ooh, okay, so that's Taurus energy, more earth. and the Three of Pentacles, which is collaboration. This could be somebody who's been married or is married. You'll know. Okay, because the Hierophant means marriage, 3 is collaboration. I feel like this person's been married or is married. Another Queen here. Queen of Wands. Same energy. This person is absolutely beautiful. You're really attracted to this divine feminine. I feel like this divine feminine. She's a go-getter. She's an entrepreneurial person. She's driven. She's just fiery. You also have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Like I say, you could be tapping into your own pile here because this is, yeah, I'm seeing someone who's really strong. All right. So now let's take a look at the crossing card here for this individual. Oh, the King of Pentacles. You guys, you saw me shuffle these cards, okay? So you saw it, and this is like freaking complementary couple right here. You guys complement each other. You got the Queen and the King of Pentacles. This is like, yeah, this is definitely a divine union between people, okay? So the King of Pentacles is also earth energy, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And I feel with this being the crossing card, there is an issue with commitment. There is an issue with building stability. There is a challenge in building stability or commitment here, okay? That's what the challenge is here. And I feel like if this person is married, maybe they're married to... This could mean like a committed king. So it could be that they're already in a commitment. Yeah. Now we'll look at the grounding energy, which is under the subconscious and could definitely be like what's kind of brewed up in order for your person to kind of be in this situation, or like what's kind of like bubbling underneath the surface here with your person. Got the Page of Pentacles. So pages speak of communication. This is like the start, planting of a seed, a prospect, bringing something forward. So I feel like your person is wanting to bring something forward. They're wanting to plant something or ground something. And because this is specifically with this connection, your person's wanting to, or has wanted to, or this is kind of the place of where they're coming from, grounding something in this connection, okay? Passing energies, you got the 6 of Pentacles. Lots of pentacles. This is like almost all earth so far, except for the Queen we saw here of Wands. That's the only fire. So could have some Aries, Leo, Sag in a birth chart, but we see earth, 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 earth. So probably 2 earth signs, okay? Now this was in reverse with the 6 of Pentacles. And this is an unequal, unbalanced, not a give and take type situation that this person is exiting out of, because this is passing energy. So I see this lady, she's gifting something to this guy, and I mean, she's giving something. And the 6 of Pentacles speaks of donations and gifts. And in the traditional tarot, there's like the scales, which is balance. Sometimes you receive, sometimes you give, and it's balance. With this in reverse, there was a need to balance. And maybe your person, felt the situation in the past was unbalanced. Okay, this could definitely be your own pile that you've tapped into here if you're a divine feminine, because I mean, I don't know, maybe not, but this is what I'm seeing so far. Okay, it sounds like this person understands too what's going on here, because it seems pretty clear to me. Okay, so this is the crowning energy. This is the Fool. Your person wants a new beginning. Your person wants to take a leap of faith and wants to start over in an adventure. We'll get some more clarifiers here, but yeah, your person is kind of, that's where they're headed with the crowning card. That's what they're aiming for. Fresh energy, start anew, kind of take a blind leap of faith in a direction that they might not know where they're going, but they're wanting to, again, they're being driven by planting a seed, a prospect of knowing what it is that they want and moving towards the direction. And they're moving out of the energy of this unequal or imbalanced give and take. Okay, so this is near future, which is probably within the next month or so, depending on energies. And it does fluctuate because we have the collective here, but I would say within the next month, moving into energies. So you have the 5 of Cups and you have the 2 of Cups. Oof, okay. So your person could potentially be, depending when you see this reading, going into a period of sadness with this 5 of Cups. It is kind of just taking a look back at a situation and feeling a lot of sadness, a lot of, yeah, just like remorse, regret even. With this card in particular, it's like you have 2 individuals instead of 1. So it's almost like, I don't know, like your person's like either waiting for this person to come back, and you see someone coming back, so it's almost like this, I don't know, like waiting for this person to come back is kind of what I'm getting here. Okay, so your person might be waiting for you to come back. And then you have the 2 of Cups, which is like, yeah, it's like 2 people who want to give and take their cup of love and share with another. It's a partnership, it's a union. And I feel like with this guy looking this way and this woman looking this way, it's almost like you guys might be like 2 different types of personalities here, but you guys have each other's back. It's almost like, you know, this person's going to watch out for that person's back by looking that way, and that person's going to look that way. I also feel like maybe you guys had 2 different priorities. Yeah, interesting. And this is like immediate type future, which is in a month, but I feel like, yeah, there was this like maybe 2 different priorities with the 2 of Cups, which is this like romantic relationship, but there's this like heavy sadness, this like looking back on the past and being sad about it. Okay, far future, which is 3 months time, you had the King of Cups and it was in reverse. So I feel like with the King of Cups, this is like mature divine masculine that feels emotions. It was in reverse, so it's emotions being held back. Water energy is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because now we see water, water, water here. Okay, so there's definitely a holding back of emotions here from a divine masculine. This is kind of far future, so your person could potentially be having to hold back their emotions, you know, holding back their cup of love, not communicating how they feel. All right. Now, this is see self. So this is how your twin flame sees themselves in this connection. Got the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is someone who drives in, who's very inspired, who's fiery, and who acts very quickly in what it is that they want. But with it in reverse, it's like your person is not wanting to move forward, is not wanting to go in and drive in this situation. They're held back by, yeah, they want something, but they're holding back. They're just not wanting to move forward. All right, they're not wanting to go after what it is that they want. Sees environment. So this could potentially be how they see you or how they see their environment right now within this connection. Environmental influences is the 10 of Wands. Oh my goodness, this card is absolutely beautiful, but I feel the pain in this card. So the 10 of Wands is this heavy burden, having to carry a heavy load. It is very burdensome and heavy, and I feel like your person might have felt in this environment that this was just a very heavy connection. And I feel like it being in reverse, your person has, like, this is like unloading their load, or like helps on its way to come, you know, lighten your load sort of thing, so you're not overburdened or overwhelmed. I feel like your person is getting underwhelmed or is offloading their overwhelmment, if that's even a thing, okay, in their environment. They're looking for ways so they're not so overburdened and over heavied by the situation. Okay, so this is the hopes and fears. The Devil card in reverse. I feel like your person's possibly been obsessed with this, with you, potentially. I mean, it is twin flamish, so there is definitely obsessive thoughts and feelings, and maybe being bound and being really feeling bound and stuck to a situation that's not the healthiest. Could be addictions and just, yeah, it's like toxicity. I feel like it's more obsessions, obsessive thoughts. With it in reverse, being hopes and fears, I feel like your person is releasing any toxicity that they had in regards to this connection. And they're wanting to let go and break free from being bound to this connection. All right. This definitely sounds like, probably a lot of you guys are saying this sounds a lot like you, because this to me sounds like someone who is moving on with their bad self. All right. So this is the outcome card. And we got the wheel, and the wheel of fortune speaks of sometimes we have, you know, where everything goes right, and sometimes we have where things aren't going so right. And because this is in reverse, I feel like your twin flame feels as though the wheel is turning in a shitty way for them, but it's kind of what is meant to be right now, because that is how the wheel turned, not in their favor. And because it's a major arcana, they're learning to just accept the fact that the wheel is turning. This is fated for them just to go on and move on from, yeah, I guess from what it is that they might be able to control. Okay, so now let's read this as a whole. It seems like your person maybe wanted to drive in and kind of do what it is that was going to get them what they wanted, but they're being held back because they're accepting the fact that fate's going to give them whatever it is that fate's going to give them, and they really don't have any control in the situation, so they just might as well take the shit that the world is like bestowing upon them. So we do have a major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. Okay, so yeah, I feel like your person feels as though, and a major arcana here with the Hierophant, like this is the way things are, so all they can do is just wish for a new beginning for themselves and move in an area that is neutral, because they were really overwhelmed in this situation. And with the Hierophant being kind of the undertone of this whole thing, it's like, I feel like your person really wants a traditional type connection here, marriage, commitment. This is like structure, right? So that's what I feel is going on here. Let's ask for some clarity though, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. What do we want to clarify here? I feel like I want to clarify this King of Cups in reverse. What's going on here with this King of Cups in reverse, Spirit? Can I get a clarifier for the King of Cups in reverse? Got the Ten of Cups. Yeah, so I feel like your twin flame person feels as though they could have had emotional fulfillment, like the ultimate emotional fulfillment, and they're being held back from it. And yeah, they're being held back from enjoying their full 10 of Cups. I'm going to get a clarifier here for the Fool. What is this person's crowning card, the Fool? Can I get a clarifier for the Fool? Got an Ace of Swords. Yeah, this person has realized the truth, and no matter how painful this person cut through bullshit, is following their truth. Their truth is to start anew. There's some painful realizations, but it's truthful realizations, and they want a new beginning. Okay, new beginning, new beginning. Person wants a new beginning. And let's just pull one here for the Devil card in reverse, since that's pretty powerful. This is also more earth energy here with Capricorn. All right, why do we have the Devil in reverse for hopes and fears? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, your person is letting go of toxicity in order for them to have a new beginning in planting something that they haven't been able to manifest here with, I guess, you and this connection. There's the page, which is, you know, wanting to plant something, to move forward, make something tangible. There's a need for a new beginning, to plant a seed, to have a new fruitful beginning here. They have to release this devil energy, which is their hopes and fears that they're releasing, and they're moving on. So that's what I got here with your twin flame. What do we have here? 3 of Cups. Could be a third-party situation we were seeing here with a marriage, if your person was in a marriage. I see the 3 of Cups here again. Could be reconciliation. There's the 3 of Cups for me. When I pull it, it's reconciliation. Okay, let's take a look at these hope cards. So it's something about this connection that your person does not really like, or maybe it's a challenge for them. Could be something about you specifically, maybe your characteristics, something about this connection, but what they don't like, all right, or something negative or some challenge. Emotionally distant. So your person feels as though you are emotionally distant. So that's their biggest concern here with this connection. Yeah, maybe they've been emotionally distant. I feel more that they think you're emotionally distant. All right, so let's take a look at this love card. What is it that they like most about this connection? Or about you specifically. Creative. So your person loves that you're creative. They probably like what you guys can create together with this connection. They like your creativity. They sense that you're really creative. So let's get some channeled messages from your person and see what they want to tell you. Okay, what does your twin flame person want to tell you? If they could tell you whatever right now, what would they tell you? This could be from their higher self. Please trust me. So this person wants you to trust them. You deserve better than me. So your person feels like you deserve better than them. I feel as though this is probably your higher self coming through in some of this. Please don't pressure me. All right. So your higher self could definitely be bleeding through here. We'll pull one more. Your person doesn't want to be pressured, maybe in committing themselves to a connection that they feel is emotionally distant. I need to be honest with you. Yeah, we saw that. They wanted to be honest and communicate a truth here. Usually the Ace of Swords is a painful truth. There's a need to be honest. And maybe they've already communicated to you what that looks like. But I feel like your person is definitely wanting honesty. And I would imagine you want honesty as well. So let's take a look at these timeline cards to see what comes through. These dates could be important, either an anniversary, birthdays, period of separation, or reconciliation dates, or whatever you want to kind of take next time you're going to talk to your person. So we got 2 weeks is significant for some of you guys when you watch this video. Okay, all 3 of these wanted to come out. January is significant. I mean, we are in the month of January, so it could be someone's birthday's in January. We have the 5th, which is January 5th could be important. That's in a couple of days, another 2, right? Because what are we, January 3rd today? So yeah, that's in 2 days. I see the number 2 could be significant. Maybe you're seeing a lot of 222. 2 is also February, which could be significant. This is May 2nd, January 5th. January 2nd could be important. And the number 4. So it could be 4 weeks, could be 4 months. Could be April. April 5th, April 2nd. All right, so I also heard for moon cycles. 4 moon cycles. What's that mean? 4 months? I heard full moon. 1 full moon cycle is what I heard. Okay, so it could be 1 full moon cycle. You're going to hear from your person. Sorry, I wasn't sure what I was hearing. That's what that was. And now we're going to pull a song card. All right. So this is a song for you and your person. You can look at the lyrics, see if it resonates with you at all. You can listen to the song or just read the lyrics. Spirit, what song can we get here for pile number 3? Wayne Wonder, No Letting Go. Really appreciate you loving me after all that we've been through. Really appreciate you loving me all times. Got somebody, she's a beauty, very special. Really and truly take good care of me like it's her duty. Want you right by my side, night and day, no letting go, holding back, because you are my lady. When I'm with you, it's all that, girl. Oh, it's all that. Girl, I am so glad we've dated. That's really cute. That might mean something to you. Wayne Wonder. Never heard of that song, but that sounds really cute. All right, so that's all I have before my battery dies. I hope this resonated. Leave a like, leave a comment. I was a little quirky today. I know these topics could be quite heavy, so I was trying to make light of them, but yeah, your story is definitely your story. I'm just a pair of talking hands on the internet. Don't let my card reading and intuition ruin your day. Trust your intuition. Love shall light our paths, okay? Just wish love and light upon everybody that you don't want in your life, and move on with your bad self. All right, see you soon. Bye, guys.